it did not occur to me that it was an issue. Pudding. Hold on, yeah. Stop. Hey. You want my attention, huh? Huh? There you go. She just needed my attention. Okay, so for the past few years now, I've been experiencing a certain problem, but it just didn't occur to me that it was a problem. So what problem is that? The problem is just that I tend to feel lethargic for no reason, and the reason why I didn't know it was a problem was due to my alcohol consumption, the level of caffeine consumption that I have been having. So sorry, I'm a bit distracted. My cat has just returned home from her 1 week staycation, and I'm no longer having a certain level of peace. So I've been having caffeine a lot, and it started, I think, at least 3 to 4 years ago, where I started to experience a high level of stress, and there was this cycle of alcoholing myself to bed and caffeining myself to wake. There has been this cycle, and lots of junk food. Because see, my perspective back then, when I am so-called off a diet, is that as long as the food that I eat have protein and carbs, I don't care what source is it from. And whenever I go into diet mode on, it become extremely healthy, and then when I get off the diet, it become extremely unhealthy. And I think during that time, certain kind of damage was caused to my gut, to my intestines, and over the intervening years, I've become more and more lethargic. So some of you might be wondering, what is this leaky gut all about anyway? So just a quick sharing. Leaky gut means that the gut lining is not healthy, and there are places in the intestinal lining that is kind of broken. So when this happens, number one, many kinds of food which requires a higher level of processing are not processed very well, are not absorbed very well. And when I say I'm not talking about lack of absorption, I'm talking about the processes before it is ready to be absorbed, it is already absorbed. So when those things happen, issues happen. So allergic reactions happen, and because I wasn't able to process foods which are more complex in nature as well, a lot of lethargy, a lot of draining in energy comes as a result. So I've been staving this off with the power of coffee for the longest time. And I would be having 2 to 3 cups of coffee every single day, spread out. And until I think last year, where I started to pay attention to what kind of sleep patterns that I have been having. And I noticed that the certain times during the day, I would lose track of time, not because I was absorbed with work, but because I was just tired. And then certain times of the and certain times of the night, I would just wake up for no reason whatsoever. And then I learned that caffeine stays in the system for about 12 hours. The strength of it lasts 12 hours. So even if you can fall asleep, it is not really actually sleep. So what I decided to do is I decided to not have caffeine after 1. So it takes some adjustment, but I finally managed to do it. However, having said that, I went to a visit to my doctor the other day, and she said that my allergic reaction. I'm starting to get allergic reactions for foods and environments which used to be okay for me. So I went to see her, and she said there is a very very high likelihood that it is due to leaky gut syndrome. So and then suddenly all of those things, those pieces link up. You know, the lethargy, the allergic reaction, the a feeling of the hypocortisol, the super low cortisol due to adrenal fatigue. So I do not know what caused this specifically, but I would suppose during my days of heavy up and down dieting definitely plays a factor, and my time running a gym which I had no connection to, which I don't feel a connection to, the chronic level of stress for a couple of years, very long stretch couple of years, I think contributed a lot. Um, and now I find myself I'm the age of 33 this year, and I have this issue. My family, my father's side, many of them have suffered from colon cancer. And normally around this age, I am hoping that I do not suffer colon cancer as well. So I need to start taking care of this gut health. I need to start taking care of myself in terms of this area, this dimension of my body. And so the prescription by the doctor is not medicine, but supplementation. I need to rebuild my gut health by giving it the right nutrients, more massive doses of the right nutrients, as well as a lot of positive bacteria, great healthy bacteria, healthy gut bacteria. So, and also vitamin D. So she asked me the reason why vitamin D is needed is because I'm not an outdoor person. I don't go out at all. So because I don't go out at all, certain things are missing from my system. So I needed to take vitamin D supplementations, probiotics, and she said that my doctor said that due to the intensity of how hard I push my body and how hard I push myself. Actually, I don't feel that it's hard, but according to the doctor, it is hard. So according to this level of intensity, a lot of doses of the good stuff need to go in. So vitamin D, minerals, coenzyme Q10, all of those things. To be honest, I can't afford everything. I can't afford everything, but at the same time, need to start somewhere. So what I've done is that I have started by buying probiotics and vitamin D supplementation, the two most critical things that I lack. And from there onwards, I think my diet is already as healthy as, like, it's more healthier than probably 90% of the world. There are rooms to improve, but so far it is very very healthy. And on top of that, there's also intermittent fasting, which I'm doing. That in itself is a detoxification process. So I just need to keep on pushing through. I'm taking double doses of probiotic instead of one dose. So let me see how it goes. Currently, my diet is intermittent fasting, followed by, I would have like half of my vegetables are coming from raw organic sources, and it's raw. I eat it raw. Carbs could possibly reduce. Meat, I don't have enough protein because I am trying to make a transition into veganism, but I am losing muscle when I don't have enough protein. I'm having a lot of wheatgrass powders, and also vegan protein powders. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna keep on pushing through. Today I'm experiencing less itch than I did a couple of days ago. And I think that is a sign that the supplementations are working. But it just occurred to me, I had to I had to have this confrontation before I realized that there's a problem. And it makes me wonder, what else is there in my life that is currently having a problem, but I'm not paying attention to? And I think that that's a very key important questions for me to ask myself. So that's that. That's what I feel like sharing this morning. If you guys have questions or whatnot, ask in the comment. I will see you guys tonight, 6:45 p.m. usual time. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, stay true.